This is Alex, and you're watching the Dark Age channel.
Today we're diving into our top 10 barter items. Ever thought about what you'd trade if money lost its value? Well, that's what bartering's all about. First off, the key is knowing the real worth of your stuff. Like, in Florida, bottled water ain't a big deal because we're surrounded by it. But in Arizona, that's liquid gold in the summer. The whole bartering game is about making a trade where you score big. It's always a seesaw. What's valuable in one place might not be in another. For instance, while water might not mean much to me, if Chris has it and I don't, suddenly it's like winning the lottery. Bottom line, your barter stash should be diverse. Let's jump in. Number 1. Precious metals. Now, I don't really see things like silver, gold, etc. as bartering items per se. To me, they're more like a financial safety net for the modern day. Picture this: banks shut down on a Friday, reopen after the next Monday with a shiny new currency. With gold and silver in hand, you can snag more of those new dollars than you could with the old. That's the real deal with hoarding these metals. Now, would I barter with them? If push came to shove, for sure. But here's the thing about precious metals. In a bartering scenario, they're playing the long game. If the world went haywire tomorrow, your chunk of gold might not mean beans. But give it time, let the world find its feet again, and boom, those metals regain their luster. So, by all means, stash some gold and silver. But keep your barter bank versatile. We've been chatting about stuff people can actually use, right? Consumables. Stuff that'll get used up. Because face it, if factories hit a standstill, whatever's out there is all we've got. And the bigger your stash, the better your barter game. And here's a kicker with precious metals. If you're globe-trotting, especially to less developed spots, gold coins are like global backstage passes. Trust me, they're recognized everywhere. Whenever I ventured abroad, I always had some on me. Number 2, ammo. Now, here's where things get dicey. Some folks might swear I'd never trade my ammo. But picture this: you're starving or a loved one's sick, and the only ticket to what you need is trading some 5.56 rounds to good old Joe. In times like those, ammo's as good as gold. It's smart to have a stash. That's why, in the prep game, I always say ditch the nevers. Truth is, we don't know how we'll act or what we might do until the moment's upon us. Pro tip on ammo: stick to the popular calibers. No point in hoarding bullets most folks don't use. Number 3, fuel. Think gas, diesel, kerosene, propane, the whole shebang. It's stuff you're likely gonna need. And if not, well, it's prime trading material. Plus, you don't have to barter in bulk. Maybe just a quart of gas instead of the whole gallon. But heads up, fuel's a fickle friend. Over time, its quality can drop. Sure, there are fuel stabilizers to keep things fresh, but still. Take diesel, for instance. That bad boy's good for like a decade. Gasoline, on the other hand? Best to keep it on rotation. Say you've stashed away 20 gallons. Every couple of months, pour it in your ride, then top those cans back up. Boom, fresh fuel. The magic of fuel? It's a life changer. Imagine someone with a tractor, and you've got the diesel they need. Jackpot. Or even just gas. Maybe it's not for a car, but for an emergency generator. Offering that in a pinch? It's like holding a golden ticket. Number 4, food and water. Everybody's gotta eat and drink. Sure, those survival books claim you can go a month without grub, but let's be real. Skip a few meals and watch that pep in your step disappear. Without food, it ain't just hunger pangs. Thinking straight gets tough, and don't even get me started on physical tasks. Water? Even more crucial. Depending on your locale, you could be gasping without it in a day. People can be picky eaters, but slap hunger on them, and suddenly a humble bucket of beans and rice looks like a 5-star meal. The beauty of stocking food and water? They're prep staples you'll 100% dip into at some point. No brainer, right? Number 5, batteries. Let's get real. In a world without juice, even a smidge of power is a big win. Picture a post-EMP world where the lights are out. But bam, you whip out batteries, and suddenly, darkness ain't so intimidating. We're talking radios, flashlights, all the essentials. Batteries bring them to life. Sure, hardcore preppers might have their rechargeable batteries, or even solar panels. But Joe Average? He's banking on good old standard batteries. So keeping a stash of the usual sizes? Golden move for bartering. And if we're talking long-haul storage, Give me lithium over alkaline any day. Longer lifespan, less rust. And here's the kicker with barter items. It's not just a bunch of stuff I'll never touch. It's essentials you should already have in your prep kit. Stack up on things you'd want and trust. Oh, and speaking of batteries, what's that round one most gadgets use? You know, for optics? 3032? Yep, that's the one. The 3032 round lithium. Super common for optics. Imagine someone rolling up with, say, a dead Trigicon RMR on their firearm. If you've got that battery, you just hit the barter jackpot. So, remember, get creative with your prep. Think a bit outside that usual box. Number 6. Meds. I'm talking antibiotics, painkillers, and yeah, even the stuff you grab off the drugstore shelves like cortisone creams, aspirin, Advil, Tylenol. You name it, stash it in bulk. If you can get your hands on prescription-grade goodies, even better. Tuck that away. Here's the thing. Antibiotics? They're gonna be hotter than fresh concert tickets. We're so used to hitting up our doc for every little thing. Plus, Big Pharma's done a stellar job, convincing us to ditch meds past their expiration. But guess what? Most of that stuff is still golden, way past its best buy date. People will be left high and dry, missing out on meds they used to have on the regular just cause they got chucked. So, hoard 'em. Every pill and potion, including those over-the-counter lifesavers, can make a world of difference in comfort and well-being. And don't sleep on antacids. You'd be surprised how much of a game changer they can be when heartburn hits. Number 8. Salt and sugar. Talk about timeless treasures. Fun fact. Once upon a time, salt was more valuable than gold. Can you imagine? Sugar too has its own golden rep. And hey, while we're at it, toss some other spices into the mix. But salt and sugar? They're the MVPs. Our bodies literally crave salt. If you're not by the coast or chillin' atop a salt mine, getting your hands on some can be a challenge. So stocking up? Genius move. The best part about these two sweethearts? They're like the vampires of pantry goods. They never age. Drop $100 on them today and rest easy knowing they'll never go bad. Perfect for trading. Number 7. Coffee. For all you Java junkies out there, say no more, right? And if you're not aboard the coffee train yet, trust me, in a pinch you might hop on. It's like magic. Gives you a kick, fights off those hunger growls, and lights up your day. I mean, who doesn't love a good cuppa every now and then? If you're giving it a hard pass, you're kinda in the odd one out club. I swear by coffee to keep those eyelids from drooping. It's kinda like that friend who just won't let you quit. Got a pal who's nuts about coffee and is fresh out? Bet he'd trade his grandma's secret cookie recipe for some. Living somewhere frosty? Coffee's even more of a hot commodity, literally. Nothing like wrapping your mitts around a warm mug on a cold day. Oh, and a heads up, there's this brand, Patriot Food Storage. They've got this 25-year shelf life freeze-dried coffee. I've stocked a ton of it. No, it ain't no Black Rifle, but it won't burn a hole in your pocket and it stores like a dream. Number 9. Tobacco and alcohol. Ah, life's guilty pleasures. Both are killer for trading. While coffee might be a daily must-have for some, tobacco takes addiction to another level. If someone's hooked, they'll be craving it big time. And alcohol? It's not just about chilling out with a cold one. It's got its medical uses too. Plus, let's face it, there are folks who, well, really need their daily dose of booze, just like their smokes. So if you're looking for easy trades, these bad boys are top tier. Pro tip, if you've got a big old jug of rum, you don't need to hand over the whole thing. Break it down. Pour some into a smaller bottle and trade that. Now, personally, I've got mad love for tobacco and alcohol as trade items, even though I don't smoke or chew. Why? They're like stocks whose value just keeps rising. Sure, coffee's great and its value will grow too, but tobacco and alcohol? Man, their value skyrockets way faster. Think of someone who's super desperate for a smoke. They might just offer up the farm for a single pack. And the beauty of tobacco? It's like a subscription service. Someone who's got the craving will keep coming back for more. As for alcohol, it's like the Superman of barter items, nearly indestructible. It keeps for ages, so your stash is a solid investment. Plus, it's always going to be cheaper to stock up today than tomorrow. Whether you're using it for medical reasons or just to kick back and relax, both booze and smokes will be in high demand. Trading with them? A total breeze. Number 10. Feminine hygiene products, toilet paper, diapers. So here's the deal. A ton of folks into prepping, mostly guys. And sure, There are a lot of badass women preppers out there. Shout out to y'all. But let's be real. A lot of times, the spotlight's on the dude-oriented gear like guns, knives, and all that cool camo stuff. But we can't forget about the ladies, right? I mean, I've got a wife and 3 daughters, so things like pads and tampons, major essential in our household. We stock up like crazy, even on those eco-friendly reusable ones, 'cause you never know, right? And hey, even if you don't have a baby, stashing away some diapers can be a lifesaver for someone else in your crew or a newcomer. Think of it as a trade goldmine for those unexpected moments. And there you have it, guys, our top 10 must-have barter items. If you're digging these top 10 rundowns and want to hear more, drop us a comment. What's burning in your brain that you want us to tackle next? Hope you had a blast hanging with us today, diving into the world of bartering. And hey, we want to hear from you. Did we overlook anything? What's in your bartering treasure trove that we might have missed? Always looking to up our prep game, you know? We appreciate you tuning in, and remember, stay safe out there. Thanks for watching, and God bless.